Hey everyone, I am Elise from Breda. I am with the Plant-Based Treaty at COP28 and I'm having a quick interview with Isaias Hernandez. You may know him as an environmental educator and the founder of Career-Bound Vegan. Thank you for being here. Could you tell us more about yourself and how your work is connected to the food systems?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am an environmental media creative. Career-Bound Vegan is an independent media platform that seeks to improve environmental literacy throughout the world. And one of those things is actually looking at different sectors and industries of how they're interconnected to the fight for the environmental movement. And specifically for me, I focus a lot on food systems because I'm someone who is vegan and is deeply passionate about really changing the dominant food system that is very carnonormative and recognizing how do we talk about these systems and policies and practices that are being implemented and really encourage younger generations to not only go through an advocacy route through political systemic change, but also that individual change to shift culture in our food systems.
You've called for COP28 to be fully vegan. Unfortunately, it's not. How do you think the progress has been since previous COPs, and what do you hope to see at COP29?
Yeah, I mean, 2 years ago at COP26 in Glasgow, I always use this funny example that there was a vegan haggis sandwich, and it said vegan haggis, and it said vegetarian. And I was so confused because it said vegan, vegetarian, so I said, which one is it? I think that COP28 did a really good job in actually working together with local food vendors in Dubai to bring out food trucks and to make majority of those menus vegan. Also, the one thing that we have to know is that a lot of corporations like Beyond and Impossible Meat came through to make these partnerships happen. And I feel like it's really good to be able to use as a case study that if we're able to shift to a majority plant-based diet here at this climate conference and serve it, and there's a huge line demand for food, then we can actually make it more accessible and 100% in future conferences.
So you told me you endorsed the Plant-Based Treaty at COP26. Thank you. What do you think governments should negotiate a plant-based treaty?
I think the government should negotiate a plant-based treaty because we don't have access to land anymore. I think the expansion of factory farming and industrialized monocultural settings have really just contributed to biodiversity loss. And so I think the importance about advocating for a plant-based treaty is that it's recognizable that we can no longer rely on these systems, but also we need to be preparing for indigenous wisdom and systems and returning that farmland to many indigenous farmers that were displaced forcibly. So I think that with negotiating plant-based treaty in governments, we can also divert away from global greenhouse gas emissions. We can create more green jobs to get people away from those exploitative industries and also create a plant-based future where non-human animals are not being slaughtered. And I think it is possible when we see the evidence of other industries coming together to reduce the price and also increase the opportunity and access to plant-forward diets.